Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from the Children's Place, and let me tell you, this isn't about where to find the cutest outfits for your toddler. This report reveals some big changes in how the company is run, changes that could shift power from the executives to the shareholders. So, are the kids really in charge now? Let's find out. If you're into understanding what really makes companies tick straight from their filings, make sure you subscribe. We also have a Discord community. The link is in the description below so you can join us. Scroll ask into DC 2449 Scroll. This is an 8K filing a current report companies file with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, to announce major events. It's like a corporate bat signal alerting investors to things they need to know right away. This particular report is about some important changes to the company's rules. This report is dated May 7, 2025, so it's fairly recent. That's the date the event happened that they're reporting on. The company we're looking at is the Children's Place, Inc. They're based in Secaucus, New Jersey. You probably already know them as a major retailer for kids' clothing. Scroll the Securities Exchange Act of 1934 scroll. This part is just legal stuff saying they're following the rules and regulations of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. Basically, they're dotting their I's and crossing their T's to keep the SEC happy. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. This section talks about amendments to the company's articles of incorporation, which are like the company's rulebook. At their annual meeting on May 7, 2025, the shareholders voted on some changes. These changes are pretty significant because they affect how much say the shareholders have in the company's decisions. Scroll written consent without a stockholder meeting scruth. The first big change is about written consent. Before this, shareholders couldn't make decisions by just signing a piece of paper. They needed to have a formal meeting. Now they've removed that restriction. This means shareholders can now make important decisions without having to organize a whole town hall to get something done. Scroll the right to fill vacancies on the board. Cast in any circumstance scroll. The second change gives stockholders the right to fill vacancies on the board of directors in any situation. Before this, there might have been restrictions on when and how shareholders could replace a board member. Now they have more power to ensure the board represents their interests. The third change is about housekeeping amendments. These are smaller, more technical changes to keep everything up to date and in line with current laws and regulations. Think of it as tidying up the rulebook to make sure everything is clear and consistent. If you want to know more about these changes, you can check out the company's proxy statement, which they filed with the SEC in April. That document explains all the details of the proposed changes and why the company thought they were a good idea. The company has also filed the updated version of their Articles of Incorporation with the Delaware Secretary of State, which is where they're officially incorporated. A copy of that document is included as an exhibit to this report so you can see exactly what the changes look like in the official legal language. This section just lists the documents that are included with the report. In this case, it's the amended and restated Certificate of Incorporation, which we talked about earlier. This is just a link to the actual document. Okay, let's zoom out and see what this all means. Don't these changes give more power to the shareholders? They can now make decisions faster through written consent, and they have more control over who sits on the board of directors. This could lead to some big changes in how the company is run. It means management will be more accountable to the shareholders because they can now be overruled easier than before. The Children's Place is betting on its shareholders wanting what is best for the company. This could also make it easier for activist investors to come in and push for changes they want to see, such as selling off underperforming parts of the business, cutting costs, or even selling the whole company. This doesn't mean the sky is falling. It just means the company is opening itself up to more shareholder influence. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing depends on whether you think the shareholders know best. That all depends on whether the changes are enough for the shareholders to actually make an impact or if it's too late. Alright, that's our breakdown of this 8K filing from the Children's Place. What's your take on these changes and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings. Also, don't forget to check out the Discord channel in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.